Anyone who likes bagels knows that quality can wildly vary. It takes a lot to get them up to expert standards. If you're one of those experts, these are the spots to try in every state. Canadian Bakin got its start as a humble farmer's market booth, but it has since blossomed into a well-loved establishment in Huntsville, Alabama. The shop boasts a 4.8 rating on Google Reviews, offering bagel lovers all the bagel staples as well as a rotating Bagel of the Week flavor. Our favorite thing about this shop is the innovative sandwich menu, which has options that really get creative. For example, try the Fathead, which loads cream cheese, maple syrup, and bacon onto a chocolate chip bagel.
Everything is like a combo of like salty and sweet.
The locals in the coastal town of Homer, Alaska can't get enough of the goodies at the bagel shop. The community gave this shop an impressive 4.9 on Google Reviews. Not only does the shop serve up crunchy and perfectly crusty bagel flavors, including everything, salt, and multigrain, it also offers some innovative additions like the bagel-wrapped hot dogs. If you can't eat more than one, rest assured that these bagels are perfect for slicing and freezing for later. The motto at Ozark Mountain Bagel Company, which has several locations throughout Arkansas, is spreading joy, love, and cream cheese. It's a sentiment shared by the family who owns the shop and the customers who visit. Folks rave about the bagels at this chain, giving between a 4.3 and 4.9 average rating, and praising both the reasonable prices and the welcoming ambiance of each store. We recommend grabbing a spinach parmesan bagel or a French toast bagel slathered in maple walnut cream cheese. Feast your eyes on and sink your teeth into some of the best bagels in Phoenix, Arizona at Bagelfeld's, which has a 4.6 average rating on Google and a 4.4 on Yelp. The primary element that sets these bagels apart from others is the sheer perfection of the crispy coating, which creates the perfect crackle with every bite. It's no surprise that the owner and bagel mastermind of this shop, Charlie Blankenfeld, is a Brooklyn native. What is a surprise is that Bagelfeld's has only been around since 2022, after Blankenfeld started experimenting with yeast and bread during the COVID-19 pandemic.
I get the idea for bagels, I start playing around with it, and the bagels sold at the farmer's market.
One name often comes up in the quest for the best bagels in California, Belle's Bagels in Los Angeles. Reviewers gave this shop a 4.5 on Google Reviews, and it has received tons of praise from the community for its unique flavors. The shop serves up hand-rolled bagels with classic toppings, but also experiments with innovative flavors in its cacio e pepe and pumpernickel bagels. These carby treats have the perfect yeasty aroma that will excite all of your senses and taste buds. We recommend going with the newish and Jewish classics, like the Locksmith, made with beet cream cheese, local lox, crispy salmon skin, radishes, pickled fennel, and fresh dill sprigs. If you've watched Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, you may have seen the Bagel Deli and Restaurant in Denver, Colorado. Over 2,000 reviewers have given it an average rating of 4.7, which is, as Guy Fieri would call it, money.
I better get a Hanukkah card.
Reviewers love the fact that you can get your pastrami sandwich stacked on a perfectly toasted bagel there. It's the classic Jewish deli experience brought to the snowy heights of Colorado. Breakfast is served all day, but you'll want to get there early to get your hands on your favorite bagel flavor. With Connecticut's proximity to New York, it makes sense that there would be some delicious bagels there. Bagel Bros and Company in Shelton, rated a 4.3 on Google Reviews, is widely known for its colorful themed bagels, which make for as good of an Instagram photo as a bite. Try one of the town favorites, the Shelton, served with egg, cheese, turkey bacon, chipotle mayo, and an avocado spread. With 16 different flavors of bagels, it will be hard to narrow down your choice to just one. If you're passing through Delaware, you have to make a stop at Davelli's in Seaford. Diners rate it an average of 4.7, which is impressive considering the wide array of offerings on the menu. Besides freshly made salads, soups, and made-to-order waffles topped with all the fixings, you can indulge in one of the shop's delicious bagels ranging in flavors from cranberry orange to 8 grain. The vibe is close-knit and homey and perfect for grabbing a quick bite while on the road. No, the District of Columbia isn't a state, but it does have bagels, so we're including it. Bagels Etc. in Washington's DuPont Circle neighborhood has attracted a cult-like following. An impressive feat considering that it doesn't have any social media presence. It's a cash-only joint and offers an intimate bagel experience with lox, cream cheese, and everything bagels galore. Diners rate it a 4.5 on Google. Even if it's apparently top secret, like government info, it's well worth a visit. The exterior of Brandon Bagels and Deli is unassuming, to say the least. Although folks visiting the Tampa Bay, Florida area love the apple turnovers and other pastries at the shop, Its bagels are also quite noteworthy. Bagel enthusiasts appreciate the no-frills bagels, sandwich options, and array of quality spreads, even claiming that the bagel flavors the shop offers are of New York-level quality.
We take it out and boil them in the kettle. That's the New York style thing. We gotta boil the dough.
The bagels here are chewy and have the perfect toothsome pull, and the shop, despite its humble looks, has earned an impressive 4.6 average on Google from over 600 customers. Arts Bagels and More in Ackworth, Georgia has been cranking out fresh bagels since 1994. Reviewers rate this shop an impressive 4.7 on Google reviews, and it's worth a stop. Besides a standard selection of bagels, which include sun-dried tomato, rosemary olive oil, and cheddar, patrons can also order one of the shop's specialty bagels, like the blueberry glazed and super cinnamon raisin. Top your morning bagel with one of the 13 different cream cheese options, all made in-house, or sample one of the rotating cream cheese flavors. This shop is a haven for bagel lovers and worth checking out if you're in the Atlanta suburbs. Ala Moana is one of the premier shopping destinations in Honolulu, Hawaii, and what better way to curb your shopping-induced appetite than with some carbs? Tali's Bagels and Schmear is the perfect place to do just that.
It's like Schmear.
It's like Schmear, but with a little chutzpah. Yeah, exactly.
Not only can you get regular or mini bagels, but you can also try one of the innovative sandwiches that its team whips up, like the Televegan with house-made chickpea spread, roasted eggplant, and locally sourced arugula. Tali's has a 4.1 average on Google, giving it some of the most consistent reviews and averages of any bagel shop on the Hawaiian Islands. Blue Sky Bagels is a jewel of Idaho's bagel scene, with 3 locations in Boise and 1 in Meridian. Its pure focus is on bagels, which range in flavors and varieties, including sunflower, garlic, and cinnamon sugar, and light cream cheese-based schmears. Customers looking for a deal will also love that each super salad order comes with a free bagel or a discount on a bagel sandwich. All sandwiches also come with free cream cheese, regular cheese, or an extra serving of veggies, so frugal bagel enthusiasts will enjoy these spots very much. The chain's locations rated an average of 4.5 on Google reviews from about 900 people at each location. Tilly Bagel Shop is well known in Illinois for its Chicago-style bagels and light, upbeat atmosphere. Its sourdough bagels are all made in-house and focus on a variety of punchy flavors. Adventurous eaters should try the French onion bagel with Monterey Jack cheese, onion salt, and an onion bagel base.
And then we also have like the Chicago Everything Bagel, which is like a play on a Chicago-style hot dog. So it's like poppy seed, mustard seed, dill.
Overall, the bagels are crunchy, perfectly baked, and aching to be enjoyed with a house blend hot coffee or trendy matcha latte. This small shop has a mighty 4.7 average on Google reviews. Sidedoor Bagel's website touts that it's the only locally owned bagel shop in downtown Indianapolis, Indiana, so that's reason enough to stop in. This shop has a pretty high average rating on Google reviews at around a 4.6. Its fresh sourdough bagels are boiled and prepped every morning and are available with a range of spreads, including dairy-based and vegan options. One of Sidedoor's biggest draws, though, is its lox nachos, made with smoked salmon lox, cucumber, pickled red onions, capers, dill, and cilantro creme fraiche, atop a bed of crunchy bagel chips. You'll need a fork and some napkins. This chain is named for 5 boroughs of New York, so you know these bagels have to be good. Plus, where else can you find a creme brulee goal? 5 Borough Bagels has 3 locations in Iowa, where it offers the standard bagel and spread options, as well as a few more interesting flavors. You can order a bagel schmeared with New York cheesecake-flavored cream cheese, or choose spicy hot honey cream cheese for your pepper jack cheese bagel. Besides the decadent blended in-house cream cheeses, you can also order a coffee made with locally roasted Capital City coffee beans. The chain's locations scored an average of around 4.6. Meshuggah Bagels is a small chain with 2 locations in Missouri and 1 over the border in Overland Park, Kansas, which scored a 4.5 average ranking on Google reviews. They make all of their blended cream cheeses in-house, and its culinary team gets super creative with its bagel offerings, including red and yellow bagels to support the Kansas City Chiefs and pumpkin-shaped bagels during the chilly autumn months. You'll also find fun schmear flavors like the Dirty Martini and Oreo cheesecake-flavored cream cheese, scratching the itch for more adventurous bagel connoisseurs.
Is it easy to screw up a bagel?
I believe so. It definitely takes a lot of love.
Berea, Kentucky's Native Bagel Company splits its space with Nightjar, a burger and cocktail spot. This shop's fans are staunch supporters of the magic, which earned it a 4.8 average ranking on Google. Its 11 bagel flavors are made fresh every single day and topped with locally sourced meats, cheeses, and spreads. Plus, its coffee is roasted by a local favorite roaster, Little Waves Coffee Company. There is a profound craftsmanship to making bagels, and based on the quality, crunchiness, and flavor of the bagels at this spot, it's clear that Native Bagel has achieved it. New York Bagel in Baton Rouge, Louisiana isn't trying to impersonate a Big Apple bagel shop, but it does draw a lot of influence from the New York style. The chain has 3 locations where it serves up the perfect deli-style sandwiches. The leftover bagels get turned into crunchy bagel chips, which are best enjoyed with a side of veggie cream cheese. One of the most acclaimed sandwiches is the Met, spicy turkey breast, melted pepper jack cheese, jalapeno ranch, avocado, tomatoes, onions, and sprouts served on your choice of bagel. The ratings for this bagel shop vary by location, with scores averaging around 4. Sam's Bagels is nothing short of an institution in Baltimore, Maryland. Its fans proudly rated this shop an average of 4.6 on Google. The sandwiches are packed full of toppings piled on the best bagels that you can find within the city limits. You can select from a whopping 24 different flavors of bagels baked fresh every day, including one made with Old Bay seasoning. The coffee is always fresh and the staff is friendly, which makes for a welcoming experience for any bagel enthusiast. The Bagel Guild in Boston's Public Market sources all of its grains from a farm in nearby Holyoke, Massachusetts, and slowly ferments it into a flavorful sourdough culture. The shop, run by 2 brothers who started with a weekly bagel delivery service, offers an array of toppings for those with dietary restrictions, including no nut pesto, vegan scallion chive cream cheese, and house-made cultured butter. Our fave has to be the Power G, a vegan sandwich made with smoked beet hummus, house pickles, a vegan breakfast patty, avocado, and fresh greens. The shop has an impressive 4.6 average rating on Google reviews. Red Rover, send a bagel right on over. Over 300 customers have rated Rover Bagel in Biddleford, Maine, an average of 4.6 on Google reviews.
I think their theme is like, looks weird, tastes great, sort of thing.
This walk-up window offers its customers delectable wood-fired bagels and spreads that are made in-house. A fan favorite at this spot is the Take a Hike, featuring a sweet bagel of your choice topped with sliced banana and house-made all-natural peanut butter infused with coconut, maple, and toasted seeds. Lox lovers will also appreciate the spicy salmon, which swaps out the traditional cream cheese for a chili garlic one instead. Eastside Bagel in St. Clair Shores, Michigan scores a 4.7 average ranking on Google, and after reading its menu, it's easy to see why. The menu has really clever fusions of classic sandwiches and bagels, including its chicken Caesar served on a Parmesan bagel. If you like to stick to the bagel and cream cheese combo, you won't be disappointed. Try the Michigan Cherry Almond Cream Cheese and see what this spot is all about. If you're in Minnesota's Twin Cities, you have to stop at one of the 2 St. Paul Bagelry locations, which average around 4.7 on Google. Select from 17 different bagel flavors, including cranberry, Asiago, and multigrain honey, and opt for one of the 15 different cream cheeses in flavors ranging from apricot almond to olive pimento. The chain is also well known for its wide selection of bagel sandwiches, including the Isaac Hayes with a fried egg, bacon, and provolone on a buttered bagel. Regardless of what you choose, you'll be greeted with a bagel that has the perfect ratio of plush interior to crisp outside. It might be worth ordering a few for the road.
It gives you that chew, and then baking it'll give it the right crisp on the outside.
A trip to Mississippi's Gulf Coast isn't complete without a stop at a Southern Bagel Company in Long Beach. This veteran and woman-owned business, which has an impressive 4.7 average on Google reviews and an even more impressive 4.9 average on Yelp, gives you the vibe of a beach shack, but the bagels are well worth it. You'll find fun sandwiches like the Yankee Biscuit, which features turkey sausage, mango chipotle jelly, and toe cream cheese on a jalapeno bagel, or their Bluesberry Special with blackberry jam and cream cheese on a blueberry bagel. The hours are limited and the space is small, so your best bet is to plan ahead. To say the flavors at Goldie's Bagels in Columbia, Missouri are unique is an understatement. The shop uses a sourdough starter, affectionately named Simone, to make all of its bagels, which adds a perfect tangy flavor and makes for a light, fluffy interior. 2 of the unique options at this bagel shop are the Goldie's Bagel, which features flavorful turmeric in the sourdough base and a layer of black sesame seeds, and the Sitzel Bagel, a St. Louis specialty, featuring a sourdough base rolled all over in cornmeal. It's crispy, crunchy, and has the perfect degree of textural contrast. With its innovative sandwiches, bright atmosphere, and friendly staff, there's nothing not to love about Goldie's, and the customers who ranked the shop a 4.8 average on Google think so too. Bonnie Perkins, owner of Montana's The Sourdough Bagel, started selling her treats from a wooden cart attached to her bicycle. After a few years, she opened up her brick-and-mortar store in Billings, where she now sells her sourdough bagels to her adoring customers.
We want them to start their day off great. We want to know their names when they come in and know what their usual is.
These bagels have been touted as some of the most flavorful in Montana because of the 2-day fermentation process. We recommend the dark chocolate sea salt bagel or the 3 Little Figs, a sandwich with smoked ham, rosemary honey cream cheese, fig spread, and Asiago. This shop has one of the highest rankings of any shop we looked at in the United States, with a whopping 4.9 on Google Reviews and 4.7 on Yelp. The Bagel Bin is one of the oldest bagel places in Omaha, Nebraska. It's been boiling and baking its bagels for nearly 40 years. Its style is a classic New York bagel with the perfect chewy inside to crisp outside. Besides bagels, you can also try a bialy, which the store describes as a cross between an English muffin and a bagel, or a delectable pastry. Although the shop is always bustling, customers appreciate that the staff goes heavy on the schmear. They also love the unique flavor options, especially the cherry bagel. Folks who order bagels from this shop make up its dedicated fan base, which has awarded it a 4.7 on Google. After a long night on the Las Vegas Strip, we'd be craving a bagel too. This family-owned Nevada business is one you'll want to stop at when you visit Vegas. The bagel flavors cover all the bases, from a sweet French toast to an egg bagel, which is perfect for slathering your favorite savory breakfast sandwich toppings. Its carby offerings are perfectly light and toasted every time, while patrons have noted that the lox here is heavenly and a must-try for new customers. Over 400 reviewers ranked this shop a 4.7 average on Google Reviews. It also received a high average on Yelp at around 4.5. Big Easy Bagel and Deli in Manchester, New Hampshire can slide under the radar, but there's some true magic happening within the store's 4 walls. While the shop might not be serving up any super innovative sandwiches or unconventional toppings, it's committed itself to doing New York-style bagels well. Patrons can order traditional bagel sandwiches or opt for an open-faced option, piled high with melted cheese, veggies, and meat. The nearly 300 people who have reviewed this shop scored it a 4.8 on Google. One scroll through the Bagel Nook's Instagram will make you want to pack up and go on a road trip. The shop has 2 New Jersey locations as well as a recent addition across the country in Las Vegas. Its menu is widely recognized for its show-stopping offerings that the shop calls overloads. You'll find a cookie dough overload, which is a Cocoa Puff bagel with cookie dough cream cheese and chocolate chip cookies in the middle. There's also the Elvis, a French toast bagel with peanut butter-infused cream cheese, sliced bananas, and crispy bacon. Although its menu leans on the sweet side, spice lovers will also fall in love with offerings like the Spicy Sunrise, which comes on a flamin' hot Cheeto bagel. The shop scored 4 on Google, but the ingenuity and whimsical bagels give it a couple extra decimal points in our book. Authentic New York bagels are what most of the spots on this list are chasing, so choosing one place in the state proved tough. But Shelsky's and Brooklyn came out on top. This Jewish deli offers the classic toothsome bagel as well as an array of fresh lox and cream cheese to top them with. If you don't plan on visiting New York anytime soon, you can have Shelsky's bagels shipped straight to your door, so you can see what all the commotion is about.
Nationwide delivery? That's a mitzvah.
The reviews at a 4.5 average aren't the highest rating in New York, but our personal experience with eating these bagels suggests otherwise. Kaufman's Coffee and Bagels is a small spot located right off historic Route 66 in Albuquerque, New Mexico. It's a relatively small, tranquil bagel destination, but it goes big on the flavors and infuses regional ingredients. Take, for example, the blue corn or red chili bagels, which can be served with your choice of cream cheese. Or try the Albuquerque turkey, topped with turkey, bacon, green chili, and tomato, and served on your choice of bagel. Customers appreciate the quality of the bagels and the balance of flavors on even the spiciest options. This shop scored a 4.6 rating with just over 230 Google reviewers, and on Yelp it has a 4.4 average. My Brother's Bagel may just seem like another suburban bagel spot, but the food within its walls is truly remarkable and brimming with flavor. The menu at the Denver, North Carolina eatery features an array of different build-your-own options, cream cheese spreads, and bagels that are freshly baked every day. The shop was started by 2 New Jersey natives, Mike and AJ, who grew up making bagels with their dad. The feeling of family radiates from the back to the front of the house, where diners can watch the staff hand-roll and make the bagels in real time. Over 600 reviewers gave this shop a 4.8 average on Google. Boppa's has been gracing the Fargo, North Dakota community with bagels since 2001, and it's not stopping anytime soon. It offers one of the biggest selections of any bagel shop on this list, with close to 30 different bagels and 18 different schmear options. Among the most creative bagel flavors, you'll find banana nut, caramel latte, peanut butter, and mocha chip. But there's something for savory bagel enthusiasts too, especially when it's schmeared in a double olive cream cheese. Google reviewers gave Boppa's a respectable 4.5 average rating. Nubeigel in Cleveland Heights, Ohio has refined its take on the classic bagel, but also offers some twists like spicy and za'atar-seasoned bagels brimming with the flavors of the Mediterranean. The bagels at this joint are perfectly doughy with the right ratio of softness to crispiness and a seed-dense exterior. We're also suckers for cornmeal crusts on the bottom.
When I found this place, I knew that it was going to be bagels. It just, to me, it made a lot of sense.
Besides the bagels, customers are also impressed with the personability of the staff and the chill, upbeat atmosphere. It's a must-stop if you're in the area. The 4.9 average rating on Google reviews and 4.7 on Yelp alone should make it worthy of a visit. Old School Bagel Cafe has locations across Oklahoma, but don't be fooled into thinking that this chain lets quality fall to the wayside. The bagels undergo an overnight cure to maximize the flavor and the puff before being boiled. As a result, the bagels have an unmistakable chewy quality to them that rivals some of New York's best. Besides bagels with Schmear, you can also indulge in a firecracker with chorizo sausage, egg, and habanero jack cheese on your choice of bagel. The vibe of Bernstein's Bagels is definitely on par with Portland, Oregon. Visitors ranked this spot a 4.7 on Google reviews and 4.4 on Yelp. Besides its perfectly chewy bagels and comforting coffee shop vibe, the draw here is the Schmears, which take cream cheese to a new level. Take Mama Lil's, for example, which includes hot pickled goat peppers whipped into cream cheese. Or go for a raisin schmearzona made with brown sugar and honey macerated raisins whipped into decadent cream cheese. The shop also offers several different tofu-based vegan cream cheese options. Cleo Bagels is an eclectic spot in Philadelphia that every eater needs to visit. The must-have flavor, the French thing, a sesame, lavender, thyme, and salt-topped bagel, which can only be made better by a decadent schmear of cream cheese. We also recommend grabbing one of the bialys in the onion poppy seed or roasted garlic black sesame flavors. We love the comforting atmosphere of this shop and the windows that let a ton of light in, as well as the small grocery selection that lets you take a half pint of its vegan Bandit Philly spread, made with lentils, walnuts, and onions, home with you for later snacking. This spot is just getting its start on the bagel scene, but it has already garnered support from the community and a 4.9 average on Google reviews. Rhode Island is the smallest state, but it goes big when it comes to bagels. Nobody knows that better than the Brown family, who have been running Bristol Bagel Shop in Bristol for over 30 years. These bagels have the perfect amount of chew to them, along with a crispy cornmeal bottom. We recommend the Sesame Works or the Cheddar Broccoli flavor, both of which combine the flavor of a solid bagel base with exciting add-ins. The shop itself is very welcoming, whether you're a local or passing through. Bristol Bagel Works boasts a 4.7 ranking on Google reviews and doesn't plan on stopping its reign over the Ocean State's bagel scene anytime soon. You will certainly be saying holy moly when you try a bagel from Holy City in Charleston, South Carolina. This downtown shop doesn't necessarily go wild with its flavor offerings, but it does offer high-caliber selections that will make any bagel lover's mouth water. Try the namesake Holy Moly sandwich, which pairs the bagel of your choosing with a meaty trio of bacon, pork roll, and sausage, plus eggs and American cheese. Bagel Boy is a staple of the Sioux Falls, South Dakota community, and its owners are proud that all of its bagels are baked in-house, while its cream cheeses are whipped to perfection in the store.
25 years ago when they started, it was kind of new in town here to have a bagel.
Besides a featured bagel of the day, the shop serves up classics including everything, poppy seed and wheat, along with more uncommon varieties like honey oat and pretzel bagels. Its feature presentation and primetime deli sandwiches are all served on a bagel of your choice, including the Karen special with bacon, peanut butter, and pickles. The quality and array of offerings at this shop haven't gone unnoticed. Over 1,000 reviewers have given this shop a 4.7 average rating on Google. Nashville, Tennessee is Music City, and the bagels from Creve Hall Bagel Company are sure to make customers sing a happy tune. The sourdough bagels are the real deal, brimming with a dense seed coat and the perfect amount of crunch in every bite. Their sandwiches are sure to please the palate, especially the Fig and Pig, with whipped feta and fig jam topped with crunchy bacon and fresh arugula. This bagel shop has a special place in the hearts of Nashville, as demonstrated by its 4.8-star average on Google. There's a lot of good food in Texas, especially barbecue, but with 16 different bagel options at the Chicago Bagel and Deli in San Antonio, you might pick one of these carby classics over the brisket. The spot has served some of the best bagels in San Antonio for almost 20 years, and it's clear why. The craftsmanship that goes into methodically boiling and baking these bagels leads to the perfect shiny crust with just the right amount of pull. We recommend the spicy Italian tomato bagel or the bialy. One look at the bagels from Baby's Bagels in Salt Lake City, Utah, and you'll know why they're so good.
All my friends were having babies, and I started a bagel shop.
The outside is undeniably bubbly and crisp, which makes for the perfect shatter into a deep, soft interior. The shop hand rolls, kettle boils, and bakes its bagels fresh every day, so you know you're always getting the best. It also uses locally milled organic flour, and although the shop sticks to a relatively simple menu of plain, everything, sesame, and poppy seed bagels, you know that they're focusing their efforts on crafting the best bagel that you can get in Salt Lake City. Visitors and locals alike have given this spot a 4.6 average on Google. Willow's Bagels, nestled behind the popular City Market Co-op and a pizzeria in Burlington, Vermont, undoubtedly beats out some of the most popular bagel places in the Queen City, of which there are many. It's one of our favorite places in Burlington for two reasons. The first is that Willow's everything bagels come with ample seasonings, including fennel seeds. And the second is that its vegan scallion chive cream cheese is one of the most remarkable things we've ever eaten. The 200-plus visitors to this location who rated it a 4.6 average could testify to the quality and craftsmanship of Willow's Bagels. Charlottesville, Virginia is buzzing about Bodo's Bagels. The average rating for customers, which was compiled from several thousand reviews across 3 locations, scored Bodo's Bagels between a 4.7 and a 4.8. This shop is an institution and has expanded to 3 locations across the city. This bagel shop bakes its New York-style boiled bagels every day, along with its mixed cream cheeses. Its sandwiches are equally impressive, all served on a bagel of choice. They include options for both those who only eat veggies and carnivores, like its capicola sandwich topped with all the fixings. We have nothing but wonderful things to say about the bagels from Mount Bagel in Seattle, Washington. These bagels are some of the crispiest you can get outside of New York. The crust is perfectly blistered, while the inside is the perfect soft sponge for your favorite toppings and schmears. The bagel selection at Mount Bagel isn't particularly wild, as it sticks to the basic plain, seeded, and salt bagels with your choice of plain, scallion, and spicy scallion cream cheese. But the shop has perfected the quintessential bagel that keeps its customers coming back for more. And the reviews show it. Bagel enthusiasts gave this shop a 4.8 average rating on both Google and Yelp.
Yeah. One bagel shop at a time, right?
One bagel at a time.
If you're passing through West Virginia, be sure to make a pit stop in Ranson for Bagel Chick's Bakery. They don't just serve up solid bagels, but also boast an array of flavorful pastries and high-caliber customer service. It's well known for its tasty lox bagels, which are piled high with salmon, capers, and red onions. Be sure to keep an eye on its specials board to see what the chicks are churning up next. This Madison, Wisconsin institution has been serving up New York-style boiled bagels since 1973. You'll find an array of bagels at this joint, including favorites such as honey oat, maple, sun-dried tomato, and 7-grain, along with plenty of made-to-order sandwiches with premium meats and schmears. If you're not visiting Madison anytime soon, you can also get Bagels Forever bagels and chips shipped right to your door, or find them in grocery stores around the Midwest. But if you have the opportunity to go straight to the source, which was rated a 4.7 from over 700 visitors on Google, we can assure you that you won't be disappointed. Even though Cheyenne, Wyoming is far from New York, you can still find a good bagel at Mort's. This shop has a cult-like following, which has rated it a 4.7 average on Google. The house-made bagel selection varies with flavors like Italiano and apple cinnamon. You'll also find a selection of cream cheeses to top your perfectly crisp and boiled bagels, ranging from artichoke-flavored to honey vanilla. A must-order from the shop is the Mort's with ham, cheddar, avocado, and a special house sauce. Mort's bakes its bagels fresh every single day and donates the remainder to a local shelter for unhoused folks. It's a bagel you can feel good about eating, and one that will fill both your belly and your soul.